Hello, everyone. This is Rhonda of Virtu Works For U.com, helping stay-at-home moms and entrepreneurs grow businesses online via attraction marketing and content marketing on a hectic schedule with ease. And I want to talk about how to create a viral pin within your first few months of Pinterest. So I have been on Pinterest a few months now, and I've been consistent with my Pinterest strategy, and with consistency comes results. And I expect to get even more results in the future as I go along. I started back using Pinterest in April, and I found that I am getting, results on Pinterest more than any other social media platform right now. So I just, I started back using Pinterest as a blogger because of that, because I wasn't getting results on Facebook like I want to. I still use Facebook, I still like Facebook, but I wasn't getting results I want at the pace I want. And with Pinterest is a platform that you can get organic traffic freely. You don't have to work as hard as you do on Facebook. Every platform is different, but with Pinterest, a lot of bloggers use Pinterest. Small business entrepreneurs use Pinterest also as a way to get free traffic to their sites and blogs, and it has worked for me for the past 5 months. My blog is starting to grow, and I'm starting getting views on my page, 25,000 views per month. The views fluctuate each month. You may have 15,000 views this month, may have 25,000 views this month. So it worked like that. It's up and down. But many bloggers have found to get plenty of results on Pinterest. So I am going to get in number one about how to create a viral pin. So number one, the first thing you have to do is create content that is of high quality and that is compelling. And I did a blog post where I talked about how to measure the quality of your content. And you want to ask yourself when you are creating content, is it useful? Is it engaging? Is it actionable? Is it useful? Is the content you created, is it helping someone solve a problem? Is it helping your audience solve problems? Number two, is it engaging? You want to engage your audience while you write this useful content. You don't want to be boring. You want to tell a story, ask questions, interact with your audience. People are reading your blog posts, not robots or bots. People read it, so you want to interact with them like people. And is it actionable? Are you giving your audience something to do afterwards? For example, let's say if you create a blog post about how to get more likes and followers on Twitter, are you giving your audience something that they can go out and do some tips and strategies to do, to get the results you did? Okay, so is it actionable? Okay, so that's number one of how to get a viral pin. Number two, you have to have high quality graphics and photos. Okay, so when you're creating graphics for Pinterest is a visual site. So you want to use photos and graphics that are high quality, that are beautiful and clear. And because that's what attracts people on Pinterest. We're visual creatures. People are more likely to share content that has graphics with it. Okay. And so you want to make sure you're using high quality photos and graphics. There's many free graphic and free stock photo sites online, and such as Pixabay, bornimages.com, that's pixabay.com, the first one I just named. And is there another? Now, Canva is a graphic design tool that a lot of people use for their business. So, you know, you can use Pinterest, has a lot of free stock photos inside their design tool. You can use those. So, and they're high quality. So you want to make sure you're using high quality graphics and photos. Okay, number three, create rich pins with click-worthy, attention-grabbing headlines. Okay, so rich pins are those pins when you go on Pinterest. I'm gonna show you my pin that went viral, or pins with high quality stock photos or graphic, and they have your website at the bottom. So when you make rich pins, and I did a tutorial on that a while back, you have to put your website at the bottom so people know where that pin comes from and where that content comes from. It's like a verification of your content. So, and also the attention grabbing headlines. You want to create headlines that grab an attention. For example, I see a lot of people, and I do the same thing as you all see, create how-to headlines, like how to grow your business on Twitter, how to create content in 5 minutes, social media content in 5 minutes, that kind of thing. You want to create headlines that create curiosity, that shows people how to do something, because people are always curious of how to do something and how to, how to do something. I lost my train of thought. How to do something. And how can, I'll also say how they can get results. You may have someone who's looking to grow their business page on Facebook. You may have someone who have a piece of content on Pinterest, how to get started creating your Facebook group today, or how to get started setting up your Facebook group today. Okay, so attention grabbing headlines. And I'm gonna give, and I've been talking about topics too, attention grabbing topics to get people to pin. That falls in that line, but I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more later. Okay, use relevant hashtags. Okay, so you have to use hashtags that are relevant to your content. Hashtags on Twitter and Pinterest. Pinterest just started allowing users to use hashtags. Hashtags are the equivalent of like keywords are to YouTube videos, and SEO is to blog posts. So hashtags are those keywords that will help people find, and not just keywords, phrases also that will help people find your content. So if you create a piece of content about Facebook marketing tips, you want to include the hashtag Facebook marketing tips, okay? So that people who are looking for Facebook marketing tips will find that piece of content you're creating. And then you also want to target your audience in your hashtag. So if your content is for mompreneurs, or if it's for entrepreneurs, you want to include those keywords. Okay. And number 6 is auto and auto and manual schedule your pins, because I got my notes here and I've written them kind of small, so I have to look at them really hard. So you have to manual and auto schedule your pins. And so what that means is, you have to have a pinning strategy, because you can't sit on Pinterest all day pinning, right? We have other things to do. So you have to set up a pinning strategy. And there's Tailwind. Tailwind is a tool that many Pinterest users use to schedule their pins. They just set it and forget it. And you can set up your pins to post days at a time, weeks and months at a time. You can set up pins for 3 months, and you don't have to worry about pinning manually every day. But Pinterest does like for you to manual pin some. So I do suggest not just do the auto pinning with the schedules, also do manual pinning. For example, every day, I have some of my pins set up on autopilot to schedule, when I'm not on Pinterest. I also set aside a little bit of time between 8 and 10. My time is between 8 and 9, because the best times for me, according to my times on the pin on Pinterest and when my audience is on, is 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So every evening, at 8 o'clock, I get on and do some manual pinning, because Pinterest considers that if you pin manually, then you are a serious pinner. So you also want to do some manual pinning. Take say 30 minutes. That's how long I take to do some manual pinning in unison with your scheduled pins. Okay. Then next is create new pins and repin old pins. Now, you can't just share your old content one time and expect people to see it. You have to share your pins over and over, like on every other social media platform. You have to share your content more than once. Put it in circulation. I say, like, at least share the same piece of content once a month. For example, if you wrote a blog post a month ago, continue to share that blog post about 4 times a month. Keep it in rotation so that people can continue to see, because people who had seen the first time will see the second time. If they don't see the second time, they may see the 7th time. So that's why you have to keep creating, sharing your content. And then you have to create new pins. Now, you don't have to create content every day. You can create new pins for the same piece of content. For example, for each one of my blog posts, I create 3 Pinterest graphics, aka Pinterest pins, for each of those blog posts. And I kind of change around the title a little bit, not to the extent where the title is way different from the content, but you can change up the title a little bit till that it is similar, but you can add a word or two to it. Because when you create, instead of that saves time with creating a whole lot of new content. Because when, let's say you made 3 pins for one blog post, every time you upload those pins and you link that same post to those 3 pins, Pinterest does consider that new content, because Pinterest, like I said, is a visual site also. So you can create multiple pins for one piece of content and continue to reshare it. And in Pinterest algorithm, that's considered new content. Okay, and that saves time because most of us don't have time to create a new piece of content every day, and you don't want to create too much content. You don't, because you want your audience, you want them to process what you're saying. You want to create one, like for example, create one blog post a week or bi-weekly. Let them process the information. You don't want to create too much content to overwhelm them. And there's other reasons too, that I talk about in another live some other time. And then you want to, that's number 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's number 8, pen consistently. Okay, so you want to like I said, I got to having my viral pen. The reason why I got my pen went viral because I've been consistent since April on Pinterest. I've been penning every day, putting most of my pens on autopilot and penning manually some. And because, like I say, consistency brings results. You can't pen today and then wait till next week to pen again. That's not consistency. You have to pen every day. And Pinterest allows up to between 10 and 30 pens a day. Some people pen more, some people pen less. Now, penning less than 10, that doesn't mean you're not going to get results. Because there are days where I pen less on Pinterest, but I make sure I pen at least 5 pens every day. Do that, at least 5. And you will see results. If you continue to do that, continue to follow a Pinterest strategy consistently, create content consistently, not every day necessarily, just like every week or something, and make multiple pins for that one piece of content, then you'll see results. And then last, that is 1, 2, 9. Okay, number 9, Tailwind. Earlier I mentioned there's this app, scheduling app for Pinterest and Instagram called Tailwind. Tailwind is a great tool. I've been using it for about 3 months now. And Tailwind has some extra features to it. For example, Tailwind, you can join groups, and these groups called Tailwind tribes according to your interests or your niche. Like Facebook has Facebook groups according to people's interests and niches. These Tailwind tribes have different tribes according to people's different niches and interests. So you join these tribes and you pin your content and share other tribe members' content, and that would give your content even more exposure than just using Pinterest itself. And a lot of people use Tailwind and see how Tailwind gives you even more of a boost. I mean, Pinterest is good and you get a lot of views on your content on Pinterest, but Tailwind will take it to another level. Tailwind will help your pins, go viral. People will see your pins who haven't seen them on Pinterest itself, So, Tailwind is like what, $14.99 a month. You get a free trial. My free trial lasted a long time. And I suggest anybody that's want to use Pinterest, use Tailwind. Now, some people have not used Tailwinds and have gotten viral pins and gotten other great results on Pinterest, but it's up to you. Like I said, the main thing is pinning consistently on a daily basis, so because I know some people, may be a little strapped with cash and you may not have the funds now to be spending on these little apps and stuff. But you know, I highly recommend Tailwind if you want to give your content even more of a boost, okay, on Pinterest. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you my viral pin. Okay, let's see. Is it on this page? Yeah. Okay, so here you see my viral pin. Here's 7 ways to stay productive and consistent as a stay-at-home mompreneur. That's a blog post I've done a month or so ago. And as you see, over 6,000 impressions. That's how many people saw this pin. And this pin was, like I said, those Tailwind tribes, they will give your pins even a further boosted, because people, if they love your pins, if your pins looking good, they'll share your pins and share your pins, and that'll make it go viral. 46 saved and 1 click. So I mean, I got 46 saves. That's the main thing there, and got over 6,000 people to see this pin. Now, you know, you may not have as many clicks, as many saves. You may not have as many saves, as many clicks, because sometimes, you know, people save the pin, but they don't read. They may not go read the content. So, you know, but this is a lot. 46 save, that's a lot. Okay. And I want to show you, as you can see here, www.virtuworksforeu.com. I have my website there. That's what you call a rich pin. And back earlier when I was talking about, you know, creating rich pins, your pins have to be vertical. Now everybody on Pinterest don't use vertical pins. As you see, this pin right here is horizontal, but Pinterest prefers long vertical pins. People call them long pins. So you want to make sure you're using long, rich pins on Pinterest. Okay, so that's it, and it's been great reading. Excuse me, after my reading. It's great to have you all watching, and I want to ask you a question. Are you on Pinterest, and have you had a pin go viral? So answer that question down below. If you have any other questions, drop them below too. And it's been great talking to you all. If you like this, like it, share this out, subscribe, click the notification bell icon to get notified when I go live or upload new content. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.